Hey, everybody, I'm John Granado. That's Josh Jordan. You can hear us on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. You can also see Josh's work at sportsmaphouston.com. And if you haven't hit subscribe yet, please do so you get all our content here on YouTube. Hey, Josh, this week the Astros went to arbitration with Kyle Tucker. We're awaiting the final ruling. I believe it's probably going to be $5 million what the Astros wanted, not the $7.5 million that he was asking for. We'll see. If it is $7.5 million, then here we go, Kyle Tucker. Yeah. Dana Brown talked to Brian McTaggart this week about player extensions, given the lack of movement in talks, considering what Tucker is going to command in the open market. Is it more realistic that they might extend Javier or Pena or one of these other younger guys than Kyle Tucker?
Yeah, I think it is, actually. If you look at what's happened with the Braves recently, where Dana Brown came from, they extended Michael Harris early after a rookie year. Spencer Strider, they extended early. 6 years, $75 million. The other one was 8 years, $72 million for Harris. So you wonder if that's maybe where the bargain is. You go get Pena locked up, you get Javier locked up. Maybe they missed the boat with Kyle Tucker, where there's just not an opportunity where they're going to get a good value, where they're going to have to pay full price for him.
Well, that's it. I mean, you pay your piper, right? I mean, you pay. Listen, it takes two to tango. Kyle Tucker might be saying, I'm going to free agency. I've been making, Kyle Tucker's been making $700,000, $900,000 in his career so far. What he's done for this organization, and he's not getting paid for it. And listen, he might be a guy too, unlike Altuve decided Bregman decided he wanted that money up front. Jordan has decided he wanted that money up front, and that's fine and good. But if Kyle Tucker says, "No, you guys are taking less on the open by signing, given this hometown discount, then you can get on the open market," and I'm not doing that.
I could see that, but Jim Crane's kind of the guy where, all right, if you don't want to take the money, I'll go pay Jordan. You don't want to take the money, I'll pay Pena. I'll pay Javier, maybe Fromber, who knows? It just feels like Jim Crane's one of those dudes, like, if you don't want to be here, there's plenty of guys that do, and I'll go pay them.
Well, here's the problem, too, though, is he's 3 years into this, and he's only got 3 years left. I mean, they extended Bregman in the second year. So and they extended Jordan pretty damn quick. They're only going to lose a couple of years. And listen, Kyle Tucker might only lose a couple of years if he does a 5-year deal as well. But the quicker you get to free agency, the better. And I could certainly see if I'm Kyle Tucker, I'm going out and I'm getting that big money. I'll take $5 or $7.5 million, whatever I get now, to make that $30 million in just 3 years. Now, Carlos Correa bet on himself too, and it is paying off. We'll see if it pays off for Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, we shall see. I'm curious how they're going to approach this, because the other thing that Dana Brown has been a part of have been long contracts.
Yep.
Do you think his way of doing things will, I don't know, make Jim Crane see things a little differently? Like Austin Riley just got a deal, 10 years, $212 million. He's 25 years old. Tucker's 26 years old. I mean, if you're doing, that's about $21 million a year. Would you sign up for that for Tucker? 10 years, $21 million a year? I would.
Yeah, well, if you're, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't want to speak for, and I don't think Jim Crane's ever going to do a 10-year deal like they did with Austin Riley. I mean, the Braves, listen, he brought a guy over that's how the organization works. The first guy he brought over was Click from a Tampa organization that was cheap, and he didn't like that about him. So maybe he does like it about that Dana Brown's not going to be able to be scared to spend money, because Jim Crane is not afraid to spend money. I don't think those long 8 and 10-year deals, though, are in Jim Crane's future. We shall see. Oh, Kyle Tucker right now at 26 years old, would you be scared of Kyle Tucker if you gave him an 8-year deal?
No, but there's reason to be optimistic. Dana Brown spoke with the media on Thursday about Crane's unwillingness to do long-term deals, and he basically told Crane, hey, man, fasten your seatbelt. It's time. We heard the Big Papi thing talking about give Fromber a 10-year deal right now. Pfft, no thanks. I'm not giving any pitcher a 10-year contract. I think it has to be the right player, the right circumstance. If there's anybody they do that, I think it'd be Kyle Tucker, but I still don't see it happening. That's why I think they may address these younger guys and use the money on them.
Well, and we don't know Kyle Tucker's philosophy either. I mean, he may be looking at Austin Riley going, dude, you're one of the best third basemen in baseball, and you're averaging $21 million a year. You are really going to regret that contract. Tatis, you are really going to regret that contract at the end of that deal, because you're not making nearly as much as you should have. So maybe Kyle Tucker's of the opinion, listen, I'm betting on myself, baby, and I'm going to win.